Hello, everyone. I am in my home state of Maine right now. Been on vacation, summer vacation this past week or so. It's been very nice out here, weather-wise, compared to the very hot Kansas. Um, During the mornings of my vacation, I've been grading your first drafts, and overall, they went really well. Um, Please make sure that you see my three main areas of feedback, and everyone's is graded right now as far as I know. So if you don't have yours back either by email or by Blackboard, please make sure you email me ASAP so I can amend that. But you have 2 to 3 main areas of feedback. The first one is the actual paper. So I took your paper, I edited it with comments and things like that, comments in the margins, edits on the paper. Please note that I didn't edit every single thing. So, for instance, if you were putting a period before the parentheses for an in-text citation instead of after the parentheses, I made maybe 1 or 2 comments on it, but I didn't fix every single one. So make sure you apply my corrections to all of your paper, which means, yes, you will have to read your paper again and go through everything. That's kind of the point, is you guys doing revisions that way. So please make sure that you do that. So you have the paper, you have the rubric comments, you will see the rubric attached to your grade or in the email. There's comments there. And then for some of you, I made extensive comments just kind of in the main area of feedback as well. That's mainly if you had substantial concerns with your paper. I laid out some stuff in paragraph form to help you maybe get back on track. Now, I expect you guys to develop your first draft for your final draft. You are not guaranteed the same grade on your final draft as you got your first draft. So for instance, if you got an 82 on your first draft, not a bad grade, but you turn in the exact same paper to me, you will get a substantially lower grade. You may fail the final draft if you don't make any changes whatsoever, especially if you didn't have a very strong draft to begin with. So I do expect you guys to make changes. Now, if you were one of the handful of people who got, 95, 96, 98s on your paper, then obviously there's not a whole lot you can do. If you make the few changes, with a couple formatting things or whatever, then you're probably good to go. So don't fret about that. How I grade your final draft is I literally take your first draft and line it up with the final draft, and I compare them, okay? I compare with different, how did you develop your paper? Is it better? What is it like? Did you make recommended changes? Or if you didn't, did you make changes that still make sense and are good that developed your paper? So please keep that in mind. The paper is due, the final draft is due in 1 week. It is due on July 27th by 11:55 p.m. Please note that that is a firm due date. If you haven't used your one late assignment yet and have to use it for that extent for that assignment, you're probably only going to get an extra day, because the grades, I have to have final grades submitted by Monday the 30th by noon. So there's really not a lot of wiggle room there. So please keep that in mind. Okay. I want to go over a couple really important things aside from that really important thing. The first is, please note that in Blackboard, your final grade for the class is not the same as it shows in Blackboard. I don't have the student view in Blackboard, but I know you can go to like my grades and it kind of shows you your grade, I think. That is inflated, meaning that it is larger than it actually is. Okay, this is because some of you noticed your first draft grade was out of 40 points, 100 in Blackboard. Now in reality, it is out of 100 points per the syllabus, but because of assessment purposes for the department and the university, it's a long story, we won't get into it, that's how it is. So the best way to figure out your final grade, like in any other class, is to go to the syllabus. Look how many points you have in the class. You might have 300 and something, right? And then look at the syllabus. The syllabus breaks down all the points and what you need for each grade. Look at what you have. Look at how many points you need in order to get the grade that you want or to pass the class. So please go by the syllabus to calculate your final grade. Please do not go by Blackboard. Okay, the next really important thing is the partner critique. Let me take a deep breath. This is a summer class, so the material has moved quickly. The weeks have gone by quickly. The partner critique is a challenging assignment to pull off in 1 week because there's quite a bit of coordination. Unfortunately, this semester, probably close to half of you seem to be dropping the ball with that. Now, the unfortunate thing is, it's the person who suffers because of you dropping the ball is your partner, because they don't get a critique, and that's kind of sad. So I usually don't do this, but because I do want to help out your partner, and hopefully you guys can, I think this is a good process to critique another peer's draft. Be nice to them, but critique them well. I'm going to extend the deadline to Saturday, 11:55 p.m. Same instructions, email them, CC me the same way. But if you turn in a partner critique by Saturday, 11:55 p.m., no matter what the circumstances, whether you emailed your paper on time or not, then I will give you credit. Now, for those of you who emailed me earlier in the week saying that my partner has not turned in has not emailed me their paper on time, don't worry. I'm not going to make you do more work. You can still have automatic credit, okay? But if you would like to be kind and you would like to still critique your partner's paper if you have it, that would be fantastic, okay? So it's a little bit of a game here because there are some people who obviously are going to get full credit automatically because they did the right thing, and some of you have already turned in your partner critique, which is fantastic. So that's all great. But for those of you who kind of dropped the ball, you have a little bit of light and you can still critique your paper, but that's kind of on your partner. You have to have a paper to critique too. So, I am opening the door a little bit for some of you here. Email me if you have any questions on that, okay? So in sum, I'm really not changing a whole lot of the rules for the people who played by the rules. You will either automatically earn full credit or you will likely earn full credit if you actually critique your paper, but I don't want to make those suffer who aren't going to get a critique from their partner. I think it's a good exercise. The assignment isn't worth a huge amount of points, so I think the payoff is there, and it's a good exercise. So you may turn that into me by Saturday, 11:55 p.m. Okay, I believe we're down to one last thing, guys, and that is course evaluations. Course evaluations, I think they went live. They might have gone live yesterday or today. Today's Thursday. No, they might have gone live yesterday or they're going live next week. I'm not sure. I think you get bombarded by reminders for that. So please, it'd be great if you could do a course evaluation on the course. I do take the course seriously and how I set it up, how I organize it, how I interact with you guys. I've been working on this course for a handful of years now. And I do every semester, I do try to take one little thing and tweak it and upgrade it somehow to elevate the course. So those are important. And the positive feedback, if you guys really liked the course or liked aspects of it or liked me, the positive feedback does make a difference. And I really mean that. The positive feedback does count. The chairs review everybody's feedback and it's important. So if you have time to do that, I'd appreciate it. I think that's it, everyone. I don't know if I'll be making another video. I think this will be the last one because I'm going to be getting the final drafts and grading them and then putting in your final grades for the semester. I hope you guys have enjoyed this class. It went by in a blur. God, it went by in a blur. I felt like it was just a couple weeks ago. We were starting it. So that's a good thing, but it can also kind of be a little bit of a scary thing sometimes. So I hope you guys are all enjoying your summer. You're being safe. Hope you're getting some R&R. And yeah, email me with any questions. I'm here for you this last week. So I'll be here. Thanks so much. Bye.